What am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? So Rare, the company that can do no bad, I mean, with titles like these, has decided that they're gonna release a compilation. Now, this was like, everyone knows about Rare Replay. This was announced at E3 weeks ago, and I was excited. I mean, the games coming out on Rare Replay sound amazing. Full versions of Grab by the Ghoulies, Jet Force Gemini, all the Banjo-Kazooie games, even Nuts and Bolts, which obviously isn't that bad of a game if they want to include it. Killer Instinct, all the Viva Pinata, I think there was 2. And Battletoads is coming out. This is great, in my opinion. Now, kids, most of the time when kids come into the game store I work in, they run straight to the PS3, PS4, 360, and Xbox One sections. Kids aren't interested in playing older games sometimes. Now, obviously we get those kids who come in and they're always like, oh, N64, Nintendo. There's some kids who actually care, but a lot of the kids are just there to pick up the controller and shoot shit. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, sometimes I want to pick up the controller and shoot shit. I have Killzone for that reason. The game's coming out in August, right? And Rare had 120 games to sort through. Now some of these games aren't as long. There are some ZX games, the ZX Spectrum, that are coming onto this. I think this is going to be great, especially for those kids, because the game's coming out in August. Yeah, August. And it's going to be like $30 from what they're saying right now, which is great because kids who have that Xbox One, parents will buy that. Like, dude, I would buy that for my kid. Not only does it have those games that I played 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and I want my kid to play that, but it's a cheap Xbox One game. It's one of the cheapest. Like, it's like Putty Squad on the PS4. People bought that just to have a game to play because it was so cheap. No one wants to go out and spend $60 on Call of Duty or $14 on Putty Squad. You know, it's that simple. In my opinion, like, that's the reason I bought Putty Squad, at least. Now, there are some problems I see arising. There are rumors that the Xbox versions, the Xbox 360 remastered versions, are going to be used of games like Banjo-Tooie, Banjo-Kazooie, Perfect Dark, not the N64 versions, which are okay. They're HD remasters. It's not like bad, but I'm not too happy about it. I'd rather play the original blocky, but maybe that'll appeal to new kids. Now, you're getting Perfect Dark and Perfect Dark Zero, which I didn't play Zero, and you're getting 30 games, but Battletoads is on there twice, the arcade version. And this date below, when you see this video, Rare announced that they're taking out the glitch from the arcade version, which was like the hardcore mode of Battletoads. So what you're doing, you get to level 11, right, which not too many people have done, and the player 2 side stops working if you're playing co-op, forcing player 1 to keep going without you, or to kill themselves so you can go on. It's like that journey that you go on with a friend and you look back and you know that you have to do this by yourself. Everyone who goes into playing Battletoads Arcade knows that only one person's coming out of that. I feel like there should be an option for them to turn that off or on. I mean, call it Battletoads Legendary Mode. Battletoads Legendary Mode. Who knows? But like I said, there's going to be tons of games. Honestly, this is the first good thing Rare's done for me in a while as a fan of their games. Now, there are games that aren't getting put on this console, like Mickey Mouse Speedway, which I love, you know, GoldenEye or whatever. Look, these games aren't coming on due to licensing, right? Obviously, Donkey Kong 64 is not coming because of Nintendo, things like that. And some games I've never played, like Lunar Lander, I think is coming on, or Solar Lander, and that's a ZX game. I haven't played it. I mean, and I'm telling you right now, a lot of kids aren't going to buy that for that. It's pretty obvious. No kid comes into my store, or that I've ever known, asking for retro computer games. And I think it's really good. The kids will be able to play these old games, but be able to play long, drawn-out, full games. Like, think of how many full, by today's standard, games there are. There is plenty of hours in this $30 game. Viva Pinata alone is going to be enough for me to put like 60 hours in. Like, I can get you a full list of games. Like, I'm going to link it to you below, like the official website and everything. I'm not a fan of the cover art, by the way, like, on a tangent since I'm ranting. This is just my thoughts of, I'm not a fan. Like, look at this cover art. Look at this. you, like, and some of these games, kids are gonna get to experience for the first time. Now, obviously, not all kids are gonna be able to understand what Rare is and understand what it means to us, people in my generation of games growing up. But it's a good start. This is a game on the shelf that they can say, I want, and their parents can grab. It's a great start. My thoughts on Rare Replay, positive 100%. What do you think? What do you think? Rare Replay? Oh, she doesn't like me. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. That was my thoughts. Rare Replay is almost worth buying an Xbox One for me, personally. Now, not everyone, like, you can go and download and buy a lot of these games emulator-wise, and that's great. Some of these games are going to have, like, the option to put scan lines on. If, like, I was reading, if you push on the right analog stick, scan lines will come up. Some of them will have, like, a replay feature, things you can rewind, which is really cool. But that doesn't interest me. I want to go back and play the games from my childhood, and play the games I never got to play. RC Pro-Am 2's on there. You know how many times I've played that game? None. Because I've never been able to find it, because it's hard to find. It's like one of the rare NES games. I've only seen it once. Some guy came into the store with Little Samson and RC Pro-Am 2, and I think another. Thoughts are positive. Now, I don't see how Rare can screw this one up, but I see a lot of potential for things to go wrong. Now, there are games, like I said, I wish they would have put in, but I'm overall satisfied with what they're doing. This isn't going to say that Rare is becoming a good company again. Just like Hudson, you know, everything's got to come to an end. This is just them saying, hey, we had these good games, we're going to get you to pay for them again, which I'm okay with. I'll buy a game again if I liked it enough. I've bought Shenmue 2 like 3 times now. I've bought Space Channel 5 like 3 times now. And this is all in one collection. You can pop in your Xbox One, sit down and play with your friends, and that's great. So we're going to call it for thoughts on. And yeah, let me know what you think of, like, Rare, what their current state is, what they need to do. I think they need to put out something new. Let me know what you think they need to do, because, I mean, Project Ukulele's coming out, and obviously a new Banjo game, a new Conker game. By the way, they're adding Conker, right? Who would have thought? But, like, yeah, these are things we need, but let me know what you think about this. Are you going to end up paying for it? Yeah, I'm probably not going to buy an Xbox One just for this. If they release it for PC, I'll be all over that. Until then, anyways, let me know.